A beautiful drizzly morning here in the rear portion of Taylor Street, a very populated street. Now this is an area that once was a town many years ago, perhaps 10, and suddenly when they changed it into a city, it became rather tyrannical, and they arbitrarily caused mayhem to the citizenry. But here we have, in this place, an example of the random, arbitrary, and unpredictable ticketing of cars. It's a very expensive situation. There are people in low-income housing getting $50 a day tickets. Yes. Now this, here we have a sign. It indicates street sweeping once a month, which would mean, of course, where there is street sweeping, there is parking. And yet some officer out of the blue decided to ticket all the cars on one day without warning, and we've got a couple of dozen people facing having $50. Well, that's fine in itself. It was $50 a month, okay, but it potentially is $50 a day, since they're claiming suddenly that this area that's been used for parking for some 40 years has secretly become a no parking area. So you have people living in the neighborhood. Think about it a bit. And each person has a car. And you have a limited amount of space. There is plenty of space on the street. You can drive through any of these passageways while cars are parked here. So there's no argument about that. So there is something behind the scenes. But somehow this street sweeping sign has always covered this area. And then the new edition, you get this general no parking sign, which would usually indicate the space right in front of it. Here. But is it street sweeping, once a month removal for 3 hours, or no parking at all? Well, the no parking anytime sign is not the one that would designate this as a no parking area for the entire street. It would have to say from this point to the end of the street, no parking from here to corner. That would be the requisite signage for that sort of parking restriction. Now here you have a lot that serves as a runoff for places near this apartment building with a lot of elderly and disabled people, and they have these caretakers coming along during the day that need to park, and they're getting ticketed by this town once in a blue moon, it seems. I don't know, it's never happened before. It happened yesterday. I don't see any today. These tickets are from yesterday. I was hoping to form a kind of coalition among the neighbors here, but I haven't been able to really get a hold of anyone to see if we can, as a group, petition the town to sort of straighten this out, get it back to normal so people can live and get on with their lives without worrying about the police coming around at midnight and stealing everyone's money. That would be nice. So I wanted to just sort of summarize this, keep a record of it, and try to get a little progress on this. And I hope things things work out. Any suggestions would be welcome. Any of you go through a similar situation,